Hey, what's up everybody? So in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing one of two pairs that I picked up during New Balance Graded, which took place on May 12, 2023. In this one, I'm going to be reviewing the New Balance Fresh Foam X More Trail V3. Super long name, but I'm also going to be reviewing in a separate video the 580, so definitely stay tuned for that. This one, we're going to focus on the Fresh Foam X. So with that being said, let me show you guys a quick look and let's jump right into it. Alright guys, so these Fresh Foam X are one of 11 pairs that released this year on Gray Day. These retail for $170, and as you can see here, these have the special edition Moon Days colorway, which is basically a mostly gray shoe with some white. You do have some blue and red on the front of the tongue on that tag, and then the rubber outsole is black. The Fresh Foam X is an outdoor and trail running shoe, and in this particular model, New Balance take on the shoe was basically to focus primarily on comfort and how the shoe feels instead of really functionality and performance. So getting into the details of the shoe, starting with the inside part here, the sock lining is made out of a mesh material, so it is going to help with the overall breathability of the shoe. You do have these mismatching insoles. The tongue here is also made out of mesh, and on the front of the tongue you do have a tag with the New Balance branding and also the model name, which again, the Fresh Foam X More Trail V3. And the colors on the tag are red, gray, and blue. These only come with one pair of laces, and the color on these is like a very light gray color. The upper is primarily constructed out of this nice stretchy mesh material, and then you also have synthetic materials throughout the upper of the shoe. On the toe box area on the mud guard, you will have a toe protect material, and this material here is definitely to protect your toes. It doesn't feel as tough as other hiking shoes, for example some Salomons that I own. On both lateral and medial side, you do have the end logos. These definitely have an exaggerated end logo here. It kind of reminds me of the 5740 model, for example. They definitely use a plastic or synthetic material here on the end logo and also on the eye stays. One quick knock here is the end logos don't have any reflective material. Actually, the shoe itself doesn't have any reflective material, which in my opinion, I think that's a bit of a knock there. Going all the way to the back of the shoe, one of my favorite features of these Fresh Foams is the way this heel counter looks. I love this like cement-like design that it has here. Also kind of an unfinished look as well. I like that a lot. And they actually removed the tag that most other Fresh Foams come with, which really comes down to preference if you're someone who likes a heel tab on your shoes. One thing to point out is that the shoes do meet New Balance Green Leaf Standard, which basically says that the upper is made out of 50% or more recycled content, and the sole, at least one material in the midsole, outsole contains a minimum of 3% bio-based or 5% recycled content. In terms of the cushioning system on these Fresh Foams, here's where you're gonna find this exaggerated midsole, and you obviously have the Fresh Foam material throughout the midsole. However, you're not getting that full thickness when you put these on. Even though you're getting a big chunk out of this midsole, it's not really the whole thing, because as you can see here on both lateral and medial side, you have like this wavy look of the midsole. Your foot is basically right around there, around the mid part of this midsole, but you will definitely feel most of the cushioning system here when you put these on. So at least it's not really gimmicky. However, you're not really getting the full Fresh Foam, but you're mostly getting most of it. When you put these on, this Fresh Foam is going to feel very soft and bouncy. So for some of you guys, if you don't like that mushy or very soft feel midsole, this may not be a shoe for you, but we'll get into more details later in the video. As you can see on the lateral side, you do have the Fresh Foam X branding. In my opinion, I really like how this midsole looks. This really nice design here. I really do like this, and you do have a two-tone color on this midsole that overall gives this shoe a special design in my opinion. When you flip the shoe over to the outsole, these do come with a Vibram outsole, and this Vibram outsole features an eco-step recycled outsole. It's made from a virgin rubber and a minimum of 30% recycled rubber Vibram. When it comes to sizing with these are non-made in USA New Balance sneakers, so I normally stick with my regular size 10. For example, a 2002R, 1906R, I rock a size 10. With these, I did the same thing, and they definitely fit perfect. If you're someone out there who has really wide feet, obviously try these on first if you can, but keep in mind that this toe box here is quite wide, and the mesh on the upper is stretchy as well, so you might be fine just going with your regular size. As far as comfort with these, that's obviously the main thing with this shoe because of this thick Fresh Foam midsole. In my opinion, it does feel nice. I'm someone who prefers a good balance of softness and firmness, something that's super soft like this. I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't mind it. I did want to grab these and try them on first and obviously review it for you guys, but I primarily grabbed these because the way this colorway on this model looked, to me it looked really good. But I was also very interested in how this midsole feels. I wish it was just a little bit stiffer overall, but for regular walking and lifestyle, I think these will be pretty good. All right guys, so my overall take on this model, first of all, I love this colorway and that's the main reason I pulled the trigger on these. Nice job by New Balance to include this model on grade A and give this shoe this colorway, because in my opinion it looks really good. As far as the design goes, I really do like this design and the overall model in my opinion. Obviously it does have an exaggerated midsole here, so for some that might be your turn off, but for me I do like these, and these do remind me of other models like a XYKO for example. It does have that very thick midsole, and with these is basically like the same style. But at the end of the day, it comes down to preference and how you guys are gonna like the overall design, number one, but also how the comfort feels. And if you're someone who does not like a soft or bouncy midsole, then maybe these are not the shoes for you. So with that being said, let me put these on and show you guys how they look on feet. So that's it for me guys. Hopefully this video brought you a detailed look of the New Balance Fresh Foam X More Trail V3. Let me know in the comments below, is this a shoe that you're interested in buying? Or if you're someone out there who's owned this pair for a while, let me know how it feels and how it's been holding up over time. And like always guys, thank you so much for tuning in. To all the new subscribers, thank you. New to the channel, feel free to subscribe, like, comment below as well. I'll leave a link to my Instagram page below, so definitely check that out. So that's it guys, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.